Getting started has always been really tough for me. I overthink and I overplan and I try to imagine every possible speed bump and how I'm going to address it beforehand. Of course, that never works. I have a crippling fear of failure. I'm a perfectionist. I have raging imposter syndrome. There are hundreds of ideas I've had that I've talked myself out of for one reason or another. And I'm not sure what this video is going to be like. I'm not sure if it's going to be worth anything or worthwhile. I'm not sure how long this whole YouTube thing is going to be. But if you're seeing this video, I at least got started.
It's Caveman.
All right, y'all. It is Friday, the 20-something of January. It is 8 o'clock in the morning. I've been up for too long. I'm gonna get started on two things today. YouTube channel and my 1961 VW Transporter. But first, breakfast. Cold as hell outside. It's so cold. So cold outside right now. I don't know how cold it is, but it's cold. Classic. Anyway, we're headed to Wendy's. Y'all ever had Wendy's breakfast? Woo! Stuff is good. You should check it out. Also, y'all gotta get on this app train. If you're not using apps to order food right now, what are you doing? It's 2022. You order that stuff, you say, I'll pick it up in the drive-thru, you pull up and they're like, what can I get for you? And you're like, psh, I know the code. What are you talking about? It's the secret. I'm a part of the club, sir. What do you want to eat? I have a mobile order, and they're like, "Oh, you should just say that." There's a bunch of stuff that I did on these menus that you can get from these places that I didn't even know they had because of the stress of like pulling up, seeing all the words and pictures. I don't know. I gotta pick something first thing that I see that looks appetizing, and then you just always get that thing because it's like a comfort zone thing, right? But with the app, you can take your time, you can look through the whole menu, you can like customize stuff in ways you didn't know was possible. Opens up a whole new world for introverts. Also, speaking about fast food breakfast, if y'all have not had Chick-fil-A breakfast, the freaking fruit cups that Chick-fil-A is handing out, best fruit cups, best fast food fruit cups, which is ironic if you think about it with Chick-fil-A. The fruit cups from Chick-fil-A are good. Is ironic when if you really think about it.
So can I do some package for you today?
I've got a mobile order for Victor.
Alright, come in the second window.
Thank you.
Easy as that.
Hi. Thank you. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee-tee Shane. Who gets that reference? Hit the comments if you get that reference. Ooh-wee-tee Shane. The early 2000s? Or, nah, late 2000s for sure. I don't know, time is weird. Anyway, hit the comments if you get that reference. All right, tight. Back to the house. Eat this friggin' Wendy's. And then get started on the day. This is a stop sign. I'm sitting here waiting for the stoplight to change, and I'm sitting at a freaking stop sign, just like nobody going by. I'm just like, man, this is a long light. There's no light. It's a stop sign. So, feeling a little overwhelmed because it's big project, big day. Probably shouldn't be trying to start all of these things at once, but sometimes you learn lessons as you go. A little unsure of where to start. There's all this stuff to do because you'll see later, but we just basically pulled it out of the woods. So it needs to be completely stripped and gone over from the bottom up. What I'm gonna try right now is just kind of writing a list, kind of try to make a visual of what needs to be done, relatively small task. Just kind of try to lay out the day. What do I need to do today to feel accomplished? Basically, there's two main issues. The first is light. in that garage, and then also making the bus mobile. It's actually probably not as big of a deal as I feel like it is. I really need to just start taking it apart, but I just, for some reason, to me, I feel like being able to push it in and out of the garage. I thought about wheel dollies. The problem with those is they're a little expensive. The other option would be to just go ahead and put new tires on it. That also is expensive, and the tires for it are going to be kind of hard to find because it's a weird size, and I just don't want to take the time and money. It doesn't even run or anything. There's only 2 tires that won't hold air. The idea I had was to put inner tubes in those 2 tires. O'Reilly's has some inner tubes that I think are going to work. We'll do that and come back and try to get that stuff rolling. I'm going to try to not think about it too hard and just do something. You know, starting a YouTube channel in the middle of a depressive episode is probably not what most people would suggest doing, but I found that motivation is very fleeting for me, so I'm experimenting with trying to cash it in as soon as I feel it, instead of pretending that I can save it up and redeem it later when I'm ready.
Probably easier to just take the wheel off. Take this up there, see if we can get to it. Don't need that. Tire. I need a few more pounds in it, but we'll do that once it's on the truck because it just needs to be high enough to roll it. One down, one to go. I got a system now, so I think I can do it a little quicker. That is 4 tires with air in them. So I think just as a victory lap, I'm gonna get all the stuff out from under it and move my car and try to push it out. See what it looks like out in the daylight. So my hope with this channel is to share some of the cool things I get to do as a professional touring musician, some of the cool projects I have going on with cars and building furniture and whatnot, some of the music that I'm listening to and why I love music, and also just my everyday struggles as a human. And I won't always have great advice. I won't always have the right methods to go about things, but I will always have my true, candid experiences, and hopefully that is of interest, and most importantly, I hope that it is in some way or another inspiring. Sun is going down, on its way down, and it's getting cold again. I'm probably gonna go ahead and push this thing back in for tonight and work on some other stuff. I feel accomplished. There it is. We'll call that started. Day one. Getting started is tough. It's really tough. Maybe even the hardest part of some things. And it's particularly tough when you're down and when you can't get out of your own head and you just can't see yourself doing anything worthwhile or having the motivation even to get out of bed in the morning. But maybe baby steps, maybe some healthy self-awareness, maybe watching some silly YouTube video, maybe even Wendy's breakfast. Maybe some of that can set you in motion, set your day in motion, set your project in motion, maybe even set your dream in motion. So here's not to preparation, not to perfection, not to success, nor a job well done. But here's to getting started.